Y recientemente subí un video sobre todas esas demostraciones y aquí va un top 10. No sé si es año.
So I've recently played through New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and I totally forgot that hint movies were a thing. They're basically small clips you can unlock with star coins, and some of them showcase incredibly cool gameplay from the developers. This top 10 is about the best and coolest looking hint movies in the game. So without further ado, let's-a go! Today we start in a castle, the first one to be exact. This clip is basically one of the developers speedrunning the game, and it's really fun to watch. There's actually a lot of speedrunning clips you can unlock, but this one has some of the tightest jumps and wall jumps. The most ridiculous trick is when he wall jumps right next to this dry bones and just barely avoids him. The precision to pull this off is just ludicrous. I almost have to wonder if a bot was playing. There's another part after the checkpoint where the walls close in on you, and normally you would jump up one at a time, but here Mario just wall jumps off these walls while they're closing in on him. And the part where he hits the invisible block and ground pounds on the platform to slide down for extra speed is so cool. I never would have even considered using a ground pound to increase the speed of playing through. I wonder if actual speedrunners of the game have routes similar to this, or were at least inspired by this clip. And through all this, he manages to get all the star coins too and doesn't use a single power-up. And honestly, we're just getting started, guys. Things get way crazier.
Are you a Roblox fanatic? Microsoft Rewards has a brand new way for you to
That's right, we're getting to the mini Mario clips. This is just one of the many we'll be going over today. 2.5's main gimmick is the abundance of pokies, and thanks to the lightweight of mini Mario, he manages to jump over all of them with ease and style. And hey, maybe this sounds kinda lame, but he maintains maximum speed throughout the duration of the run, and that's not something to scuff over. Slowing down isn't an option for this guy. You'll even run into a Lekatu later on just to use his head for some extra leverage while narrowly avoiding the spinies. Now unfortunately, this clip is a bit on the short side just because the level itself is so short, but having this much control over Mini Mario is certainly an impressive feat. Now this clip is on fire, pun completely and totally intended. 8.3 is the lava level where you gotta avoid the waves of lava, and Mario has no fright of these death waves. Like seriously, most of this run features Mario avoiding all of them by the tip of his toe, and it makes my stomach quench seeing how close he gets to death. But it's also exhilarating too, and that's not all that happens. Near the beginning, Mario has some fun with all the Koopas. He bounces off each and every one so many times that he manages to get a few lives out of it. And he does all this while avoiding the lava too. There's also a star coin around halfway through to get, and normally you want to wait until the lava's cleared out to grab it, but no, he just straight up runs through and barely avoids the wave as he's coming in. It's just nuts. You also gotta love the creative usage of the shell too. He runs with it for a bit, throws it at a moving question mark block which reveals a mushroom, and Mario grabs it as he's running by. It's all timed so meticulously. There's nothing too fancy that happens at the end, but most of this is such a fun watch that it had to be put on this list. Believe it or not, this is the only hint movie to crack this top 10 from the secret World 9. 9.3 utilizes Ice Mario the whole time, and this really shows the capabilities of what Ice Balls can do in comparison to the Fireballs. Throughout this whole stage, Mario doesn't really lose speed because he's constantly making his own platforms through Bullet Bills or Koopa Troopas. Now hitting them is really the hard part, but maintaining the fast speed while dealing with the icy physics is pretty incredible. And the ending is definitely the highlight by a long shot. You hop from moving platform to moving platform, but also freeze King Bills to get across. The catch is that King Bills are only frozen for a split second, but Mario still manages to land and jump off every King Bill he passes. How he does this without taking damage or messing up is beyond me. Now he doesn't go the extra mile and grab all the star coins, but I wouldn't consider that a negative considering the sheer speed this level is completed in. This is just such a chill hint movie. Oh, come on, guys. That was a good pun. Don't be like this. Here is the shortest hint movie in this top 10. 2-2 features 4 players in penguin suits, and the beginning is what puts this on the list. This 4-team squad of Mario and friends hits the P block and manages to collect every single blue coin in perfect harmony. They even all fall at the exact same speed. Just something about this clip is just mesmerizing to look at. Like, honestly, this is so cool. But that's not all. There's a little bit more to this short clip. Basically, they all go through the pipe, and Yellow Toad throws Luigi at Spike just so Luigi can do a spin jump, causing him to throw ice balls, which freezes Spike. It's such an unnecessary way to freeze Spike, but the sheer flashiness is so much fun to watch. And as Mario goes down the pipe, Blue Toad bounces off Yellow Toad and Luigi to nab the star coin, and then Mario shoots into the sky, ending the clip. I really wish that this showed off a bit more of 2-2, but you know what, I really enjoyed what I saw. I'll take it.
Maybe.
This is surprisingly the only 2-player co-op movie that I found worthy of this top 10, and it comes from Six Castle, and starts with Mario and Luigi ground pounding together to make all the spike balls die. Now, first off, I had no idea you could actually do this with multiple players. That's probably the coolest aspect of multiplayer in this entire game. But anyway, after that, Luigi grabs a Starman and sneaks up on top with the spike balls and destroys them all on impact. And Mario's just chilling on the bottom, you know, just making casual jumps across. And around the end, they do this dual ground pound again, except on a slope, so they gain extra speed from that. This clip is special because of the intense cooperation between Mario and Luigi. And not only that, but Luigi is the star of the show. He's the one putting in most of the grunt work and making things happen. It's a really solid clip, and it goes to show that Nintendo does put Luigi over Mario sometimes. If you thought the first Mini Mario clip I showed was rad, wait till you see the one from 4-2. Because of Mario's light weight, he's granted the ability to jump off enemies without killing them, and that is taken to the next step here. Throughout most of this level, Mario uses the Cheep Cheeps to get across. He's even doing triple jumps off of them. I mean, it's just ridiculous to watch. There's parts where Mario goes out of his way to avoid the ground to ensure he jumps off a Cheep Cheep instead. And he really doesn't slow down for the whole duration, which is equally as impressive. I always thought Cheep Cheeps popped out of the water randomly, but it looks like this was all planned out very carefully with hours and hours of practice. Even though I'm not a fan of using the mini mushroom, I have to praise this high level of skill. And what's coming up next actually makes this look like child's play. Good God, this clip always leaves me with my jaw dropping to the floor. 3-2 is a basic enough ice level. The main idea is to avoid all the bullet bills, but instead of avoiding them, Mini Mario decides to use them as platforms for the entire level. No, I'm serious, guys. Besides the beginning, Mini Mario is bouncing off a bullet bill the whole time. Now, look, I enjoy and can pull this kind of trick off for maybe a few seconds to get across a giant gap, but this level takes over 2 minutes to finish. Not only is this completed without dying or touching the ground, but multiple bullet bills are used and other enemies when he could have made this easier and stayed at the top the whole time. But I guess this would have been too boring for this guy, I don't know. Like, I can't even fathom the sheer precision it must take to be able to do this so flawlessly. And I love how at the end there's like 15 bullet bills just chilling out with Mario, when in most circumstances this would be a terrifying sight to behold. I do wonder if you could do this as regular Mario. I feel like it might be impossible though, simply because he wouldn't be floaty enough, but I don't really know for sure. Any challenge Mario tubers watching this, tweet me a video of you doing this as regular Mario and I'll be dumbfounded. If you've been on YouTube for more than 5 minutes, you've probably seen those Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing videos. I've always wondered where that video idea came from, and while I still don't know its origin, 1-3 may be one of the first instances of seeing that. Yeah, this is one of the easiest levels in the game, but it's with 4 players at once, so you know it's gonna be good. Everyone except Luigi is moving around with Yoshi's, but in the end, Luigi grabs the flagpole before anyone else. Like, how is that even possible? Well, it's simple. Mario and the Toads just eat Luigi with Yoshi and spin him around back and forth like he's a volleyball. And this happens for the whole level. They even get Luigi to bounce off some Goombas, run through the checkpoint, and grab grab a star coin and eat him again before he touches the ground. I really feel like this has to have been done by a taskbot because I have never seen human players have this much coordination in this game. It just seems unreal. But whether it is real or not, it's so freaking cool to watch. And man, if you thought this was sick, number 1 just blows it out of the water. This is the only hint movie in the entire game that tells a story, and I'm gonna share it with you right now. Mario, Luigi, and 2 Toads make their way to 3-5 for a fun adventure. They're all flying around propeller suits, just having the jolliest time in the world. They also grab the propeller blocks so they can fly stacked on top of each other. Now, isn't this just the nicest thing you've ever laid your eyes on? They all fly in a line as a group to fight off Bowser together. But suddenly, Mario decides to jump off Luigi's block and leave him stranded and alone. So Luigi gets zucked, but as friends, I'm sure they'll rescue him from his bubble, right? Well, look at this, guys. They're going out of their way to completely ignore Luigi and force him to watch his pals have fun without him. And for no particular reason, Mario decides to jump off Luigi and kill him again, even though he could have made this jump without using his body. Like, what's going on here? Did Luigi do something to upset his friends? It doesn't seem like it. Yellow Toad goes in the pipe, and while that's loading, Luigi comes back a second time, and again, he's ignored by his friends. They go up to the next part of the stage, and Luigi is back for a third time, and Mario and Blue Toad just straight up plow through his bubble and let him die once more. I mean, what the heck, guys? What did Luigi ever do to you? But the fourth time just happens to be the charm. Luigi is spawned back in, grabs propeller block, and despite being used for personal gain in the past, he helps boost his friends up through the level, because that's what friends do. Even when there's problems with the relationship, they still love and help each other out regardless. But Luigi is again rejected as he's just used as another platform to jump off of. After this, the Toads sacrifice themselves for Mario, and he's the only guy left. Mario misses the pipe he needs to go up and sees Luigi is back in a bubble, so he tries to use him to get up the pipe, but Luigi is done with Mario and steals the pipe from him, leaving Mario vulnerable. For the last screen of the level, Mario and Luigi go through the pipe together, and Luigi quickly picks him up. And this is really interesting. Maybe Luigi is apologizing for being mean to his brother despite how he's been treated. And there's the flagpole. It looks like Mario was gonna get across first, but out of nowhere... And that is why I love this clip so much. And that is why I love this clip so much. It tells a story in a way that you would never expect it to. There's tons of different turns taken, it just makes me crack up. So with that, guys, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and let me know what your favorite hint movie in New Super Mario Bros. Wii is in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day.
Nos vemos en otro video.